So let's get started. We'll begin with how to build your own personalized software. Here we're going to learn how to create your own browser toolbar that people can download and install with their Internet Explorer or Firefox, and it'll provide tools for them when they're browsing. So you want to go to conduit.com, it's conduit.com, and once you're here you'll click on the Start Now button. You'll be brought to this screen where you'll put in your site's URL. And the language that your toolbar will be in this case I'm going to leave it at English, and then go ahead and click Next. Now on this page you get to go ahead and select a logo and the text for the logo. So I want my text to be social marketing, which is my main keyword. I suggest that you use your main keyword as well, and then you can pick any of these for the way that the words will show up on the graphics that they'll use for your logo. On this page you get to select a search engine for your users. If you're working in a different language, you might want to select the Google that works for them, but I'm just going to leave it regular google.com for English speaking and American users. Now on the next page you get to select the buttons that you include in your toolbar. Now I'm going to include a links or favorites section, so I'm going to select the heart icon, and if I wanted to change this to favorites I could, and you can select any of these icons that you'd like and change them to whatever text you'd like. Once you're done with that, go ahead and click Next. This is the option to include an RSS reader in your toolbar. You want to go ahead and do that. I'm going to leave it on the default business, and later on you'll be able to add any feeds that you'd like. If you do happen to have a site that's in one of these other areas, go ahead and select that. Once you're done here, click Next. Now here you can include a message box in your toolbar, and this will actually kind of scroll across the top up here, and so use it wisely since your users will be able to see this at all times. I'm going to choose social media marketing, and my message is going to be go to socialmediadaily.com for a free social marketing blueprint. And you want to go ahead and put in whatever subject and content is relevant to the site that you are creating the toolbar for, and then click Next. On this page you can include a radio station or a podcast, and again, just like the RSS feeds, you can customize the list of radio stations or podcasts that are included. I am not going to include this in my toolbar, but if you have an audience that may be interested in something like this, or certain radio stations or podcasts that you'll want to include, like if you have your own podcast, you definitely want to include it in your toolbar, then you want to leave this checked and have it as an option for you. And then click Next. Now on the next page, you have the option to join the Conduit Rewards program. You get daily revenues according to how many people download and then use your toolbar, and I'm going to go ahead and join it by selecting that I read and agree to the terms of use, and then I'm going to click Next. And that's up to you if you want to join their program, and by clicking here you can read more about it on their website. Click Next when you're done on this page. And here they ask you to choose a banner ad to promote your toolbar, and just leave it at the default. What they'll do is they'll actually email you the code to put on your website, so just leave it however you'd like. On this page you select a name for your toolbar, and you select a password. Oh, okay, the name cannot contain toolbar, so I'm just going to use social marketing, and the password will be whatever you choose. Social marketing already exists. Okay, so let's choose a different one. Let's do social media marketing. That already exists. I seem to have broke things. Okay, the and character is not allowed, so we'll put and. And that shouldn't be taken. Password. Just enter your toolbar of choice. Your email address that you want to be contacted at. Here you can choose a domain that they host your toolbar at. It doesn't matter since you're actually going to be hosting it on your own website later on. Enter in your name and your website name, or excuse me, your company name if you have one, and your title of your job. Choose your traffic range of unique visitors per month. If you want to receive occasional email updates from Conduit, check there and agree to their terms of service. And then when you're done there, click Create My Toolbar. As it's building, you'll see this screen letting you know what it's doing so that you know it's working. Once your toolbar installation is complete, you'll come to this page and it tells you that your toolbar was created successfully, and you want to go ahead and click on Customize It Now without installing, because you're going to make a couple changes to the settings. At that point, you'll come to this screen where it says your toolbar is ready to go and some things that you can do as far as adding new components to your toolbar. So you want to go ahead and click the X button, and then you come to their main edit screen. This is your main toolbar portal, and the first thing you want to do is click on RSS Reader, and this will allow you to add in your own RSS feeds. Leave the icon the same, and then give a title for the RSS feeds. And then you'll want to add an RSS feed. Now if you have a blog, you'll put in your own blog URL. And for the title, you'll give your blog title or whatever you want to put in there that'll indicate what the content is. I've changed my refresh frequency to 60 minutes so that it updates the content every 60 minutes. And at that point, you'll go ahead, oops, I forgot to put feed. Remember that. And at this point, you'll go ahead and click Save. And you'll see it's added my feed here. So that all worked out just fine. Next, we want to go back to the regular toolbar page. And remember when we created our toolbar, I added the Favorites button. So if you go ahead and hover over that and click Edit, it'll take you to a page where I can add in my favorites. And here what you'll want to do is add links to your websites that are within this niche. So what we need to do first is remove the Conduit links. This is a link to Conduit, so we want to go ahead and remove it. And this is a link to Conduit training, and we want to go ahead and remove that as well. And then we want to click plus link, and that'll add a new link. So the link caption, I'm going to add a link to my blog, so it will be social marketing, because that's my keyword. You use whatever your keyword is, and then put in your URL. It doesn't need to open in a window, and we don't need a hint. At that point, you click Save, and that link has been added. So now I want to add another link to my toolbar, and you can add as many as you need to, as many sites as you have that fit this, whatever niche your toolbar's in. Okay, so I've added my social media daily website as well. At that point, you'll click Save. So now you have your RSS feed and your URLs added to your toolbar. Now down here there's a bunch of other things that you can add to it, like gadgets, buttons, news tickers, radio, chat, weather. And if you feel like your subscribers, the people that download your toolbar, will find value in those things, like if you've got, if your site is about weather, then obviously a weather toolbar would be really cool. Or if your site's, like a local community kind of thing, a weather toolbar, a weather option on your toolbar would be useful to them. I'm going to leave it as it is right now, but go ahead and add whatever you feel like your users would find most useful. Now I want you to click on the Send Messages button. And this is very, very cool. This actually allows you to create messages that appear in your toolbar, so it's kind of like email or RSS, except it's delivered directly to their toolbar. So if you end up doing a lot of promotion with your toolbar and having a decent amount of installations, you can always come here and add in new messages so that people receive your latest marketing information or whatever you want them to check out. So this is a really cool feature of the toolbar that I like a lot, and I wanted to point it out. Although it is a little bit beyond the scope of what we're doing here, I think that it's something that you should be aware of. Also, another thing I want to show you, back on the toolbar page, you'll see here you can edit your image and upload your own custom logo. So if you do happen to have a custom logo and you want to upload that, you can do so right here with the upload your logos image file. On the reports tab, you can view your account balance. Everybody right now, they're running a promo. Everybody gets $100 for signing up. And on the alerts tab, this is kind of like the messages, only better. It actually creates a little pop-up down in the user's bottom right hand side of their screen with your alert. So even if they're not in their browser, they'll get that pop-up down there. The rewards is another way to look at how much money you've made with your toolbar. And at this point, I want you to head on over to the portal tab. I want you to click on the view button and do it so that it opens in a new tab if possible. You'll get a page that looks like this, and what you need to do is click on the Firefox button and download the toolbar to your desktop. And this is going to allow you to then upload the toolbar to your website so that people can install it directly from your website, which is what needs to happen so that you can submit it to the software directories and get backlinks. You'll receive a dialog box that asks you if you want to save the file, so you go ahead and save it. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And that's done. So that is the Firefox toolbar downloaded. Then you click on the Download Toolbar button for IE, and you'll be presented with another dialog box that asks you what you want to do, and you will save that as well. So I'm going to save that to my desktop. And there it goes. And at this point now, I have both a Firefox and an Internet Explorer toolbar that I can upload to the software directories and create a ton of backlinks for my site with it. So next we're going to talk about exactly how to do that. You'll be creating a file called a pad file, and that's going to tell all the software directories where to get your software so that they can list it. It'll tell them what your website is and what your where people can download your software. And so let's get right to that.